Pleased to have our very first guest, the founder and president of Article 3 Project, a former law clerk also to Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch. Mike Davis, welcome in today. Good to have you. All right, we're going to let you unmute yourself. We're going to work on that audio. I want to put up this tweet. Very important that people are up to the minute with what is happening. You posted on X. The house of cards for the Biden Democrat lawfare against Trump is crumbling before their eyes. Democrats now forced, you write, to rely on the testimony of a convicted perjurer, a disbarred attorney using TikTok, a Chinese propaganda spyware tool to make money trashing Trump. Doesn't even get into the gag order, the judge, so many things. And I think that's why we just heard all those lawmakers, including former, presidential contender Vivek Ramaswamy, saying it's an injustice, and he is praying for America. Your take on where we stand right now in this very moment, day 2 of Cohen's testimony?
Well, we're in week 4 of this unprecedented criminal trial of a former president who happens to be the leading presidential candidate, and this corrupt Democrat judge Juan Merchan, who donated to Biden, whose adult daughter Lauren Merchan is raising millions off of this case, requiring Judge Merchan's recusal, along with this Soros-funded Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg, who campaigned on getting Trump, and then this former Biden Justice Department senior political appointee Matthew Colangelo. They haven't even told President Trump what the legal allegations are in this case. Trump can't even defend himself because he does not even know what law he supposedly broke when he allegedly settled a nuisance claim from an incident that allegedly happened in 2006, and they put it in his private books in 2017. It is not a crime to settle a nuisance claim. And what they've done to him by illegally, unconstitutionally gagging President Trump, a criminal defendant, where he can't even speak out against Stormy Daniels, this porn star who's changed her story several times and is making money with her penned porn sites on her Twitter profile, or Michael Cohen, this disbarred, convicted serial perjurer felon who's changed his story many times, who's peddling a book, who's making money trashing Trump on TikTok, who's bitter because President Trump didn't.
Let me jump in for a second. We all know, and he's pitching a reality show now, too. And someone out there may actually be dumb enough to buy it. Let me jump in, though, because we're talking in facts and all reality here. But on the other side, some Americans who get their news from other outlets are listening to things like this. Let's play a little montage of how people actually on the left think Michael Cohen did yesterday on the stand.
Today, we have seen a very different Michael Cohen. We don't see any of that bombast. He is calm, he's cool and collected. He's been very even-keeled on the stand, and at times, to be honest, sometimes even a little bit boring.
I thought it was just so fascinating how Michael Cohen was so controlled today. His answers were very deliberate. He chose his words carefully. He was measured as he told this whole story from when he first started working for Donald Trump.
I thought today, Michael Cohen and the way they did this testimony, this is the day that Donald Trump looked most like a criminal. I thought it was a very bad day for him because his own lawyer, who famously went to prison, very clearly provided the timeline of a proactive plan to allegedly commit a crime.
Listen, it's an alternate universe. We get it. But there are jurors, and we have to know they're probably getting some of this as well, despite Judge Juan Merchan saying don't listen to the media. So when you hear things like this, and we're living sort of in this split reality here, this is what voting Americans hear. You got to break through the noise to these folks and get some logic in their minds, Mike.
Yeah, and the problem is that you have this jury pool that voted 87% for Joe Biden, and then Judge Merchan and Matthew Colangelo and Alvin Bragg weeded out potential jurors who follow Trump on social media, but not Biden. So this is a rigged process by a corrupt judge who should have recused, by these politically biased prosecutors, and these porn stars and felons they're bringing in because they have an axe to grind against President Trump. Stormy Daniels testified she hated Trump. Michael Cohen's angry he didn't get brought into the White House. They're making money. This is a show trial in New York. It is a Star Wars bar. And there's no question they're going to find Trump guilty. And there's no question this judge is going to try to throw him in prison. But guess what? The American people are going to be outraged by this, and he's going to win by a landslide.
I laugh at your movie reference. I know exactly what you're talking about. It could be a hung jury. Final 30 seconds here. What do you make of that huge show of support? Byron Donalds, Corey Mills, Speaker Johnson, Doug Burgum, Vivek Ramaswamy. It goes on and on every day. And his family also with him today, Eric and Laura Trump.
That's very important, and I commend those people for going up to New York and doing that. I would strongly encourage House Judiciary Committee Jim Jordan to get that weaponization committee moving a lot faster than it's been moving, because we are in week 4 of this trial, and they're trying to put President Trump in prison.
Got to watch him. Mike Davis, founder of the Article 3 Project and president. Pleasure to have you in today. Take good care.
Thank you. Thank you.